All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Ocean City Air Show. Let's get the intro going here. Well, it's a bit cloudy, as you can tell. Well, good morning, everybody. We are live here in Ocean City, Maryland for the day number 2 of the Ocean City Air Show, June 15th, 2025. Happy Father's Day to everybody. My name is Gage, aka The Rough Riders Show. We are back on the channel again for the second week in a row here. Listening to the radio chatter. So thanks everyone for tuning in. How we doing? A little bit of a rough start there. I was adjusting some last minute things here, but it's 11:49 Eastern, 10:49 Central, and the weather speaks for itself. It's just been kind of cloudy, and the visibility has not been great this whole entire weekend, I gotta say. We didn't stream yesterday's show because the weather was pretty bad. In fact, not only with this low ceiling that we're having today, but also we had very heavy rain that hit midway through the show. And in fact, that ended up preventing the Blue Angels from performing. It was, weather-wise, it was not great. So we are live here on the beach, as you can tell. Otherwise, I would say, I don't mind the clouds sometimes, but when it affects the air show, I kind of do mind. Either way, it's still a very packed day. It's Sunday, Father's Day here at Ocean City. But thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll give you a little look around here and show you our spot. We are located just off 10th Street in Ocean City. And we are back live with up to 4 cameras. So we have the 2 new tower cameras on the bottom. We had a bit of they had their first air show, their debut, back in Tennessee, which was last week. Had some issues with them, but hopefully what I have done during the week has fixed that issue. So we are back live with 4 cameras. We have, this is our 3 tracking cameras. We have the OG on the top, tower camera number 1 on the bottom left, tower camera number 2 on the bottom right. And of course we have the OG cameras, the OG tracker on the left, and then of course our 1 static shot on the right. But yeah, I mean, it's foggy out here. I mean, as you can tell, I've had to wipe the camera lens a bunch of times actually in order to even get you a shot. So periodically during the stream today, we'll probably be wiping the cameras a lot more often because the moisture on the lens has been getting in the way here. Yeah, here's a look at the boardwalk. And for those who know, Ocean City is famous for its boardwalk. You got the rides over there in the distance. There's plenty of people out here today. There was plenty of people out here yesterday as well for Saturday. So there is tons and tons of people here on the boardwalk, as you can see. There's even a donut shop just down the street.
Oh my God.
But yeah, giving you a look. We had a plane just do a quick flyby earlier, as you saw, probably doing a weather sealing check. And let me tell you, it was not great. The second he went up, it was immediately followed by fog.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, here's a good look of where we are. There's a lot of people on the beach today, as you can hear in the background. Otherwise, I love this town. Members, if you saw that video that I posted about an hour ago, we did a little behind the scenes, and there's a lot to do in this town. You know, you got the boardwalk that goes all the way down here. There's plenty to do here. I mean, you can tell this beach is absolutely just packed. The Air Show Center is directly that way. In fact, you can see the stage, which is right there. The Air Boss is actually right there. So we'll be listening into the Air Boss as they communicate with the pilots to figure out not only the weather situation, but aircraft health readiness and much more. So I do have a radio programmed to listen in to not only the Blue Angels, but a couple of aero performers. We have the A-10 team coming out, T-38s. We even have a couple of F-16, as I mentioned before, and of course the Blue Angels. You can find the list of the full lineup is in the description of the live stream, or you can check out Ocean City, the air.show at oceancity.com. They have all of the latest performers there. For those wondering, what is this boat? This boat here marks the center of the air show. So we're going to get, well, pending the weather, we're going to get a pretty decent view as I zoom out this camera. This is supposedly where the center of the air show will be. Looks like that camera is due for a wipe. Like I said, I'll be wiping these cameras a lot during today's broadcast because of the moisture out here. It's quite insane. Yeah, there's another wide shot there of the center of the air show. Andrew C., welcome to the show. Mick, I see you there. The Black Cat has returned. Hello, Black Cat. And of course, Baz, thank you for all of your interesting information. In fact, here we go. We got a helicopter coming in. Let me get Tower 1 on it. This is the parachute jump team. Yeah, so this is the West Parachute Jump Team. This is their jumper helicopter. Not sure if they're going to do a jump today due to the weather conditions, but we'll see. We'll find out. They are doing a bit of a low pass right now. We do have the parachute team on comms, so in case we hear them communicating, we will know. About to lose them in the clouds here. Yeah, there he goes, into the clouds. Like I said, guys, this one's going to be a challenge. This show is going to be a challenge. Oh, there he is, he's coming back out. Stay in a triple box because you guys can't see what's going on. Probably should lock that in manual focus. Yep, so they are doing a low pass flyover here. Well, that's a kite. There's a lot of moving objects. Yeah, so the weather forecast for today calling for cloudy skies with a ceiling at about between 500 and 1,000 feet. Now, the Blue Angels require a minimum of 1,000 feet in order to perform a flat show. And right now the ceiling is sitting a lot lower than that. Here comes another flyby from the helicopter. Where's he at? I don't know why I couldn't find him there. I was getting confused by boats. There's the Ocean City pier. Despite the cloudy day, like I said, it is a action-packed day. The beach is absolutely packed today. Just a reminder, we are broadcasting via Starlink, so if the broadcast were to blip for like a couple of seconds...
coming off the coast for landing at the FBO from the east. Overseas traffic.
It would only last a few seconds. So he just did a low pass there. But yes, like I mentioned, it is a absolutely packed day here at the beach. Tons of people here to not only watch the air show, but it's also Sunday. It's Father's Day. A lot of people are on vacation. It's vacation season. So some are here for vacation. In fact, there was quite a bit of people who didn't know that the air show was happening today until they saw me out here. So, you know, a lot of different variety of crowds out here today.
I know we're on Squeak, but whoa.
I don't fucking know. I don't know either.
So show start time is scheduled for around noon today, which is about 1 minute, well, 30 seconds from now, actually. Now that all depends on the weather to see what's going to happen with the weather. So of course I'm watching chat. If you guys have any questions, feel free to say hi. Yes, like I said, the forecast is calling for cloudy skies today. The ceiling is right on the limit, if not below threshold, for a interesting air show performance today. So this is going to be a challenging one. We drove all the way up here. We were going to stream yesterday, but we ended up not doing it because of the bad weather with this fog, and of course the rain didn't help. But luckily, we're not expecting to have heavy rain today. However, the fog ceiling, as you could tell on the cameras, is not particularly amazing. We had an aircraft performer just come by earlier as we started the stream to do a bit of a weather check, and the second he flew up, the visibility was down. So it's not particularly amazing, but we decided to go live anyway to give you guys updates and show you what's happening here at Ocean City. Like I said, there is plenty to do here. There is a lot to do here. You got the famous boardwalk, you got amazing French fries, you got the pier, of course, right here. Bunch of nice hotels, lots of people out here on the beach. It's an overall, you know, nice morning so far, despite the fog. Like, if you're coming out for the beach, you know, who cares? Like, but for air show performers like us, we don't want it to be foggy. In fact, if I take a look here, you can see the fog is starting to hinder the building there off in the distance. Baz, how far away from home are we? Well, about 8.5 hours. So we drove about 8.5 hours. Well, I did. I'm by myself again. I drove about 8.5 hours to get here on Friday. We've been here since Friday because anticipating we would stream on Saturday. But yeah, we've been here since Friday, and it's about 8.5 hour drive back to Columbus, Ohio. So we're standing by to see what's going to go here. As we went live, for those who watched the broadcast, we had a low flyover from one of the performers, and lost them immediately as soon as they went up. We're also watching for a very small chance of a rain shower today, very slight, maybe a mist. I have tarp in case we need to cover the cameras or any electronics or whatnot. So I'll go over a couple of information that we have received prior to the potential weather delay we're in right now. The Blue Angels are scheduled to go up at 1:30 today. So they have moved up their performance to 1:30, but again, that is as of an hour ago, so that could have changed. But as of an hour ago, Blue Angels go up at 1:30, of course, pending weather conditions. The show is to begin momentarily, but we are listening into the air boss here to see if that will still occur. I do hear the helicopter still. So we'll pull up flight radar here in just a moment. But thanks everyone for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. For those of you who are new, we stream air shows, car wash videos, as well as vlog videos and more. It's been a while since we've done any of that, but we will resume that a little shortly, I promise that. But yes, so we tour with we watch the Blue Angels. We follow them around all across the country to bring you views of them, because I think it's nice to show our appreciation for our U.S. military. And we also follow around the United States Air Force Thunderbirds, which in fact we will see them next weekend in Dayton, Ohio, closer to home. In fact, we have 2 air shows to do next week. So we got a lot of action here on the channel. Let's just hope we can actually see something here in Ocean City. I rolled out here about, I want to say 6 a.m. We've been out here since 6 a.m. I get here super early just to make sure everything is good to go, all set up, because you never know what might happen. You never know what will happen. In case there was an issue, which in fact I actually did have an issue at one point, but I resolved that. That's why I get here early. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything on flight radar. So that military helicopter is likely not on radar. Yeah, the surface, the ocean's pretty rough. As you can see, there's no swimming flags, but that's not because of the surf. That's because there's rocks right by those flags. There's other people swimming, as you can see over here. Andrew C., you're welcome. Darren, welcome to the stream. They say he saw the GROWLER team yesterday. Nice. So did we, for a very short time. Yeah, we saw the GROWLER team. The B-25 bomber did a couple of flybys. Get this, so Blue Angel number 6 actually did do a flyover yesterday, but they were doing weather checks, and they did about 2 pass-bys and then called it. They're like, nope, we ain't even gonna try. Let me see if I can upload this video and I can replay yesterday, because it does look like we might potentially be in a weather delay here. I'm not hearing anything from the air boss unless they change channels, which is possible. Let me see if I can get a clip of what we saw yesterday. Lone Bird, welcome to the stream. Will weather affect the lineup today? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So, from what we heard is the Blue Angels will be up around 1:30 today. They have moved up their performance from 2:30 to 1:30. We did have an aerial performer that did a flyby a couple of minutes ago when we first went live at the top of the hour. They have since left the area. They came and did a couple of flybys, and that was it. So it appears we might still be in a weather hold here to see if the fog ceiling will clear. We still got time. Blue Angels still got an hour and a half here, but that can always change. But like I said, as of right now, the lineup can change, yes. So yeah, the Blue Angels did fly yesterday, but we only saw Jet 6. And they did a sneak pass to kind of keep the crowd happy, is what they said on the radio. They're like, well, we can't perform, but I'll do a sneak pass. Screw it. And that's what happened. Here's a look at the slingshot ride. I like roller coasters and amusement park rides, but I don't know about a slingshot. I've rode a slingshot before at Cedar Point, I think. At least I think. Yeah, I did. It was a while ago. It was fun, but it was scary. I don't know if I'd ride a slingshot. Darren, you also saw Blue Angel number 6 yesterday. Yes. Yeah, that's about all we saw yesterday for the Blue Angels side. F-16 didn't even perform yesterday. Yep, so if you're just tuning in, welcome to Ocean City, Maryland, where we're standing by for the Ocean City Air Show. The weather right now is not too great. As you can see, it's a bit foggy outside. The ceiling, last we checked, was around 550. That was about an hour ago. So that's very low for an air show performance. And at the top of the hour, we actually had the parachute jump team helicopter do a low flyby. We also had a stunt performer. I don't remember what the name was, but they also did a low flyby earlier. But then that's about all we saw. The minute they started going up, we lost them visibility-wise. So even if they do go today, it'll be quite of a challenge for me to track it, especially with the fog. So appreciate your understanding. And I'll try my best to provide you one of the best views. Well, in fact, probably the only view that you'll see. Black
Okay,
Cat.
we're 33030 north of squad.
There goes the slingshot. Wow. In fact, they went so high that it went into the fog. That's insane. Just tells you how low the ceiling is here. Not sponsored by Pepsi, as you can see on that Ferris wheel.
69,
Mark Merritt. Okay, yeah, Mark was in the small plane. Okay, so Mark did a quick flyby. That might be it. Probably for the national anthem celebration. Yesterday, despite the bad weather, we actually had a hole in the clouds where the parachute team was able to jump. They were able to jump yesterday, and then of course the clouds rolled back in and that destroyed everything else. But Today, we're not getting that lucky. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go. Oh, thank you. I'm going to show you the video from yesterday. So this was from Anyway, that was a clip from yesterday. I have some more here that I can share with you. Ashley. Who's Ashley? Oh, that's you. How you doing? I saw your comment. Nice. Alright guys, let me show you this video that was also from yesterday. Yeah, so that was yesterday.
Growler's schedule is 12:20, I think.
12:20, yeah.
Any news?
I haven't heard anything, no.
Nothing.
12:20, did you get that off their Facebook?
No, that's what they said day before yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
schedule. One of the team guys was down
Yeah, they've tossed around like 3 different times this morning. So it's like, when you going?
there, but nobody's in the air.
As far as I know, I don't see anybody. I'm checking their Facebook here. Yeah, I don't see anything. So,
Oh, I'm here just in case.
yep. Flight radar is pretty empty. Hi, Flippers. This is your home state, Maryland, isn't that right, Flippers? mark showed up briefly on flight radar, yeah? Is that right, Baz? Is it still on flight radar? We could check for ourselves. Hi, Sherry, Mom. That's my mom. Down in South America. Thanks for tuning in. N3 Marketing. Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. In fact, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Today is Father's Day, June 15th, 2025. Halfway through June already. Time flies. Yeah, so one more time for those who just tuned in, we do have an update. The air show is currently in a weather delay. They are currently waiting for the ceilings to rise so they can start flying. So if you're just tuning in, we are in a weather delay due to low visibility. There is high confidence that the ceiling will rise above the threshold this afternoon, which is good news. So right now we're in a weather delay as we wait for this ceiling to rise so we can actually see the air show. Because it's a cloudy, rough day here in Ocean City. Look at the range boat. This boat is responsible for making sure all the boaters stay out of the fly zone, and as well as marking the center point for the air show. So for the aerial performers above, they look at that boat to know that that is the center of the air show. So in case you didn't know, that's what that boat is for. It marks the center of the air show. So if you're thinking about coming out, if you're in the area of Ocean City, you're thinking about coming out to see the show, Well, here's what I'll tell you. If you can see that boat from the beach, you know you're going to have a good view, because that is the center of the show. And of course, I made sure that we were as close as possible as I can get you. I probably could have got you closer, but the thing is, I'm by myself this trip. I normally have a team with me, but I'm by myself. So it was a bit hard to drag all this equipment here on the beach. But we're pretty dang close, I'll tell you that. Especially from Saturday's performance. We're pretty dang close. But yeah, so we're currently in a weather delay as we wait for the ceilings to rise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a banner on the screen. I'm going to do this live. See if I can change this. There we go. Weather delay. The most basic one ever. Balls RL checking in from 50th Street. Man, you're all the way up there. Wish they can get this show on the road. I know. Me too. Matt, welcome to the show. They want to see some fighter jets, so do we. We want to see them too. Just gotta wait for the ceilings to rise, because you gotta remember, safety is top priority. And especially for performers like this, that is no exception. So safety obviously takes priority. And if they deem that the weather conditions is not safe enough to conduct the performances, they won't.
I need to do something.
So that's why we are currently in a weather delay today. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some more clips to show you from yesterday. Yeah, no problem, balls. No problem. So not only we saw some fighter jets yesterday for a brief period, we also saw the B-52 bomber, which was really cool. I'll show you that clip from yesterday as I'm preparing the clip here. So just give me one moment. Yeah, so that was yesterday. All right, so we have another update. The air show is set to run momentarily. The air show staff has, to allow some maximum time for the clouds to clear, they are pushing back their start time to 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, as Mark Merida did a quick weather pass earlier as we started the stream. So that means the air show should begin here momentarily, as they have pushed back the start time to 12:30. So 12:30 Eastern time is the current update right now. I'll keep the weather delay banner on the screen just in case that doesn't occur, but things are starting to look a little better here in Ocean City. It's still a little cloudy, but it's not as foggy as it was earlier. So I'll give them that. But 12:30 is the start time, so that is really any moment here. So I'll remove the weather delay here, as this was posted 2 minutes ago. So that was a very quick update there, or very late update. That's okay. All right, folks, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Ocean City. Had a brief weather delay to allow the ceiling to clear, but it does appear that we might be getting ready to get underway here very shortly. So if you just tuned in for that, you tune in at the right time. But the last update I've received, it is 12:30 is when the start time is to commence. Fort Max, welcome to the show. They say sat pics show a bit drier air to the southwest, but not much. Yeah. Let's just hope. I guess we could pull up the weather information, but I probably won't have enough time to do that right now. Steelwind, welcome. Hey there, Evil AJ? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. They say, hey, appreciate you going live. They're in Indiana waiting for the show. Hey, well, welcome. Indiana in the house. I think, what, there's an air show in Fort Wayne. Did that already happen, or is that coming up? I guess I haven't done my research. I need to do that. I don't have that on my schedule. But we'll see, you know, if I get a gap in July, maybe I'll go. We'll see. But hey, thanks for tuning in from Indiana as we await the aircraft here in Ocean City, as we are coming out of a weather delay to allow the ceiling to rise slightly, as much as we can. Vormax, I appreciate the meteorology there. That's awesome. Are you a meteorologist? If so, we got to bring you on. I got my joystick ready. We're ready to hammer this off. range boat. Traversing Mike. Watching from the border of Indiana. Is that what you meant to say, or is that the actual name of the town? Well, we got a lot of God, there's not a right way to say that. There's a lot of Indiana in the house. That's a better way to put it. Good Lord. You can tell it's been a long weekend. Here's a view of the air boss, by the way. Those are the guys that are making all of the decisions. That's the main stage. So that just tells you how close we are to the center of the show here on the beach. So it's 12:35. Haven't seen anything yet. Oh, the town is named Indiana, Pennsylvania. Man, who the heck names these towns states? My goodness. Kind of like Ohio County, PA or something, or West Virginia. I don't know. What the heck? But Pennsylvania's in the house. Good Lord. Hey, RC Horseman. Welcome to the show, my friend. Yeah, so I gotta be honest, I mean, I can't tell by looking up, but, you know, the visibility seems to be getting slightly better. I can see more boats. Like, there's a lot more boats out there that I couldn't see earlier, so that's a good sign. The ceiling is rising, which is what we want. See, there's a lot of boats out here. A lot of people in the water, too. Oh, you're welcome, AJ. That's nice. 5th floor on one of the hotels. Yeah. Nice. Hope they get a good view out there. Social Aviation 2000, welcome to the show. They're saying they're getting PTSD from Pacific Air Show 2024 right now. I hear ya. I hear ya. By the way, just for giggles, there's me sitting here. No umbrella. You notice I don't have an umbrella up today. That's fine. That means less obscured views. This is the radio antenna, so I don't know if you can see. The antenna is so large, it won't even fit in frame. So I can pick up every communication. I know it's not synced. The video is probably not synced, but hey, you get the idea. Yeah, so 12:30 was the start time. Still not seeing anything on flight radar. We can have a quick look again as we're awaiting to come out of the weather delay here. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome to the stream, my friend. So I think it's safe to say that the flying has not begun yet at 12:30 as originally scheduled. So I'm going to put the weather delay banner back up, and then as soon as I see something here, we'll take that down. Because as of right now, I'm not seeing anything new, but we'll put the weather delay banner back up for now. Looking at the range boat. Fort Max, our meteorologist in chat, saying the weather is on a real battle here. There's a somewhat drier air reaching the east shore of the bay right now. They're looking at 1 minute updating sat pics. Ceiling may lift. This is weather trench warfare going on right now. Yeah. Well, that's good because, you know, as soon as you said that, I can see a little bit of sunshine, or at least the sky has gotten brighter. But that's good news. No new update as of now. We're now 15 minutes past the original scheduled start time, and I'm not seeing anything. But Baz, if you see something on radar, shout at me. We gotta, you know, Baz, if you're up for it, we gotta have you on stream. Talk about these planes while, like, I'm tracking them. Just have you, like, say, yeah, this plane, blah, 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 does da, 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 da. Like, you know your stuff. If you're interested, send me a DM. I'm curious. We should have you on stream. I think that'd be cool. Because you know a lot more about these planes than I do. I'll tell you that. The Guardian 441, welcome to the stream. Hey, still, you know your stuff, Baz. What is that? Is that an interesting little yellow boat? Hi, James. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so anyone just tuning in now, we're waiting as long as possible for the ceiling to rise so we can get some jets in the air. So I put the weather delay banner back up, as in I have not received any new updates yet. Of course, we will find out shortly on what happens. But appreciate you tuning in and your patience. Safety is always #1 top priority when it comes to these performers. So appreciate your understanding. But the visibility out here is definitely getting better. Like I notice it. So sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just scanning through the proper social media to see if I can get you any new updates. Man, we've been live for almost an hour already. Let's hope we see something. I got plenty of gas in the generator, so this will be the last air show that I will use this honking generator, because I bought some better technology to help me power this stuff on the go. RC, you can't gift any memberships? Huh. Well, hey, Stillwin. Stillwin just gifted a 1 Rough Rider Show membership. Well, thank you, Stillwin. Appreciate the support. Yeah, RC, I'm not sure. I don't see it either. Hey, the Guardian 441 just got a membership thanks to Stillwind. Hey, thank you again for that. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a YouTube thing? Well, I mean, if Stillwind's able to do it, maybe I don't know. I really don't know. but you don't have to. Like, I appreciate the donation. That really means a lot. Hey, Flippers, I'm a member for 9 months. Wow, you've been a member for that long? Flippers, you're the OG. In fact, I see Flippers in our 24/7 bird cam stream all the time. Flippers is a regular. Yeah, so if you're interested, I have a 24/7 bird cam stream that streams live here on the channel. And I work really hard on that stream. It does cost money to keep them birds fed, but also sometimes I actually test air show equipment on that stream. So these cameras that you see now, if I have like a gap between air shows, sometimes I want these cameras to be put. Anyways, yeah, you can watch that live 24/7 on the channel. In fact, I will send you all over there at the conclusion of this stream. Hey, Stillwin, member for 3 months of the Thunderbirds. Hey, hope I get to see you in July, Stillwin. It's a bit of a gamble to make it to Battle Creek right now. I'm gonna try, but I hope I see you there. And thanks for the 3 months of support. Hey, RC Horseman, 9 months too, man. You guys have just been. I appreciate it, man. I'm no loss of words. Obviously, I don't want to make the stream just reading out super chats and stuff, but you know, I can't do it without your guys' support. It really means a lot. So thank you. Still in for the 3 months. Flippers 9 months. RC Horseman 9 months. Flippers just gifted another Rough Ride Show membership. Hey, Reese Jones. I think I know who that is. Reese, welcome to the membership program. Quentin, hello. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Edward. So, Edward, the last confirmation we got was 12:30. It is currently 12:53 and nothing has flown. And the current suspicious feeling is they are waiting a little bit longer for the cloud ceiling to lift a little bit to allow the air show performers to perform. So I currently have the weather delay banner up on the bottom right of the screen. And until I see any more confirmation or at least jets in the air on flight radar, I will keep that up there for now. Sorry, I'm scanning the all of the available social media platforms to see if I can grab you guys an update. We do have the radio communications on. I have not heard any chatter, so we're still standing by. Yeah, no new update at this time. But Edward, as soon as I hear something, I will share it with you. But until then, we are in a weather delay. Yeah, still in. So I plan on being at Belleville next weekend. So let me tell you, I'll give you a quick preview of what our schedule is going to look like for the next few days here. So we're currently in Ocean City right now. Next weekend on Saturday, we're going to be at Dayton, Ohio for the 50th anniversary of the birthplace of aviation, and that is Dayton, Ohio. I'm really looking forward to that one. We'll see the United States Air Force Thunderbirds on Saturday, and then the very next day on Sunday, back-to-back air shows on the same weekend. We will be in Belleville, Michigan. Just drive up 75, I don't know, what, 2.5 hour drive? So it's not bad. We'll fit it all in one weekend. And we'll see the Blue Angels again next Sunday, so a week from today. Hoping to be at Battle Creek mid-July. Pensacola Beach is a bit of a stretch. Gary, Indiana. We'll definitely be at Chicago Air and Water Show. That was a whole lot of fun last year. And then, of course, our homecoming show, that is Columbus, Ohio. That'll be on August 23rd through the 24th. We're going to go all out for that one. We're going to do a lot of members-only streams. We're also going to do a couple of public streams as well for their circles and arrivals. This will be the first time we've filmed that on the channel, because normally I never get in town for that. But hey, they'll be in my town. So there you go. Then we'll go to Cleveland, Ohio to see the Thunderbirds again. I love Cleveland, Ohio. It's got a good view up there. Direct line of sight to the runway. Couldn't ask for any better. And then just south of here in September, we will go to Virginia Beach. Go see the Blue Angels again. Followed by Rome, Georgia in October. And then we'll close out the season in Pensacola for the Blue Angels homecoming show. So that's a quick look at our schedule for this season. How's it going?
Good, good. Have you heard any update on like start time, or are they still waiting for it to clear up some more?
I haven't yet. The last I heard was 12:30, but it's almost 1 o'clock, and I've heard nothing. So, assuming they're still waiting. But yeah, as soon as I know, I'll tell everybody. But hey, if you want to watch, here you go. There's my card, so you can watch the stream and all of our other airshow streams.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
So of course, as soon as I know, you'll know. Yeah, by the way, for those who are, if you are here in Ocean City and you want to come say hi, feel free. I don't mind. In fact, I'll give you one of my business cards, which is right here. Takes you right to the channel. That's what my business card looks like. So if you want one of these, you can stop up and say hi. I don't mind. Draven, they made it to West Point, Virginia, near Richmond, waiting for the clouds to clear up. Yep. Yes, we are. Yeah, Edward, they were good an hour ago. Yeah, I know. Well, their communication has not been great for this show, I'll tell you that. But that's okay. We're here to watch it and spectate along with all of you. I got plenty of gas in the generator, so we're okay. Although, like I said before, it'll be the last time I need to use the generator, so I can use something else. Whoa, RC Horseman, what the heck? What are you doing? RC Horseman just gifted 10 memberships, so a lot of you just got memberships to see behind the scenes stuff. Man, there's a whole lot of you. Might have to do more of these. Holy crap. Rick, I really, seriously, like, I owe you something personally. It's incredible the amount of support you do to each of these air shows. And not just me, too. You know, NSF, you've done support for everything. And I really appreciate you. Like, personally, thank you. Thank you again. James, I've seen James on here before. James got a membership, Point to Point fan. Kay got one. J1M, Diane, O'Hare Aviation just got a membership. Matt Z, I know you, Matt Z, SBL Op. Lima Papa 23. Welcome, everybody. Hope you enjoy. As we continue to stand by for a weather delay here. Yeah, it's very busy here in Ocean City. There's a lot of people here. In fact, some people didn't even know the air show was happening. They just came to the beach and they're like, wait, what's all the people here for? I was like, yeah, there's an air show. PD boat coming out. Yeah? Where's he at? Let's see if we can find. There's a lot of, there's a lot of police boats out there. There's quite a handful of them out there. Let's see. We can take a look on the top camera there. Let's see. I think that's just a normal boater. Let's see. There's one right here. Police boat guarding the range, making sure everything is safe and sound, keeping the airspace clear. Lifeguard keeping everybody safe. Here's another one right here. Another police boat offshore. I will say there's not as very many boats out on the water today compared to yesterday. There was quite a bit of them. So let's see, this is a buoy, it looks like. Yeah, that's about all we can see here. Mike, I'm trying to find that out for you. The last information I have received was 12:30, but here we are 30 minutes later. So, right now, for those just tuning in, is that Santa Claus? Hold up, wait a second. It's Santa Claus! What the heck? It's Santa Claus! Hey! That's so funny. Merry Christmas. But yeah, Mike, yeah, last I heard was 12:30 and we're trying to get more information. But right now, currently in a weather delay. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm okay now. I thank you, though. That really means, that's awesome. That means a lot.
Out there, it's got the best burgers in town.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Pizza Boy. Pizza Boy right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Get a pizza. They got good pizza. They got subs.
I'll probably hit up on that
All right.
as soon as this is done. That sounds great.
Okay, I didn't know if you get a break or what you do here.
Well, once I'm live, I can't, so I can't really go anywhere now. But
Right, okay.
yeah, well, thank you so much. What was your name
My
again?
name's Kevin.
Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you streaming right now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Kevin.
Yeah. I live right here, so I enjoy it.
That's awesome.
This kind of stuff.
Thank you so much. I love the locals here. It means a lot. Hey, Randy, you found my truck near the boardwalk. Nice. I'm glad that the signing is working. So you're welcome, Randy. And if you see me, come on out and say hi. I don't mind saying hi to new people. But you're welcome, Randy. Hopefully we get this show underway. Rick, RC Horseman. Christmas is 6 months away. Start your shopping now. Yeah, you're right. Where did Santa go? We should have brought Santa Claus. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's way over there. I see Santa. There he is. It's just off frame there. Hey, there's nothing wrong about getting into the holiday spirit in June. Christmas in July, I understand, but June, I mean, okay. Andrew C., have I set up a new game of Guess the Mistake on your banner? Is there a mistake? If so, tell me what it is, because I don't know. Is there one? Did I misspell something? If I did, let me know. Jake, so the thing is we don't know. The communication has not been well organized. I have my radio up. We're listening in to the air boss. They have not said anything. But the last thing we heard was they're waiting for the ceiling to rise, because the ceiling right now over Ocean City is just way too low below the safety limits. And from what I was told, for the Blue Angels, the ceiling has to be at least above 1,000 feet. And I'm not sure where we're at currently, but it seems to be we are below that threshold of 1,000. So that means we're holding on to dear life, hoping the ceiling will clear just in time so we can get this show underway. But right now, we do not have a new start time for you, so I put the weather delay banner up on screen until we have further information. But every like 30 seconds here, I'm scrubbing through the Facebook feeds, looking to see if I can find anything. But as soon as I see something, I will let you know. June 4th, 25? Wait, what? Where does the banner say that? Is that in the description somewhere? June 14th through the 25. What? No, that banner's fine. Yeah, Andrew, curious, where are you seeing that? Oh, I see it now. Yeah, it's the top left. I see. Here, you can have a card. Money. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. The banner on the top left. Dang. Yeah, It's supposed to say the 15th. It says the 25th. Oh, gosh. I don't know why I didn't catch that. Wow. Well, thanks for the catch. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that today. I have a graphic artist who does the graphics for me, and yeah. Whoops. Well, just ignore that. It's the 14th through the 15th, not the 25th. Dax, yeah, the clouds are a little low. That's what's causing our issue here. The ceiling is just a bit too low. We're hoping that we can get a clearing. You can see the fog there on the other side of the island there. Smitty, welcome to the stream. They asked, do you think it'll be worth walking down from 40th Street now? They're here today till dinner, currently just sitting in their condo, debating on walking down to the boardwalk to Show Center. Well, I mean, if you're walking down just for the air show, maybe I'd wait a minute, unless you don't want to miss the first performer. But just keep watching. As soon as the weather delay banner goes away and the show starts, I would say that'll be your cue. But if you want to come down and enjoy like the boardwalk, you know, come eat, bring a beach chair. I'm located on 10th Street, so I'm a bit of a walk from you. But if you want to come down, hang out with us, you know, come on down. There's another range boat, police boat that is, on the left there. But yeah, you can see the ceiling is quite low where that boat is. The visibility is not the best here. We're still holding hopes though. But yeah, Smitty, come over and say hi if you want to. Come over and say hi. Shannon, welcome to the stream. They say hubby's birthday was yesterday and they were there for the show and it got canceled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Mother Nature be winning. That's for sure. Mother Nature wins a lot. She's good at playing these games. Well, happy birthday. Or happy belated birthday. That is, to your hubby there. Gooball, what are the odds of this happening? Well, we'll see. I mean, we still got time. It's 1:15. The TFR closes at 5 o'clock. So essentially, they have until really... Well, Blue Angels require about an hour to get ready. So, essentially, they have until like 4 o'clock to make the decision. So we still got plenty of time. But if they wait all the way till 4 o'clock, then that means we would only see the Blue Angels, which would not be great. We want to see the other performers, of course, but the airspace closes at 5. So we still got a while here. But the further and further we delay, the more likelihood of less performers being in the sky, which, you know, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but yeah, but what are the odds? You know, we'll see. Maybe I'll give it about, I'm gonna be, you could call me optimistic, but I'll give it about a 60% chance. I'm not a meteorologist, so don't take me on that. But I hope you keep watching. F-16 Falcon Viper. Welcome to the stream. They say, is it me or does it look foggy again? Yes, you are right. It has definitely gotten a little foggier in the last couple of minutes here, especially to the west, or north. This camera here is looking north. This camera is looking just offshore. And here's a wide shot. I might just need to go wipe the cameras again, because I've had to wipe the cameras a bunch this morning because of the moisture. The air has dried out a little bit, so that's good news. But yeah, it definitely looks like it has gotten a little bit slightly worse, which is not amazing by any means. Draven, any updates? We don't have any updates. Unfortunately, I have no updates. I am scanning the feed now. But yeah, no updates as of now.
Do you have any info?
No
No idea.
no updates as of now.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're still waiting. But as soon as I know, I will let you know. Cam, it's not as windy as I've seen it for past performances. This camera, I mean, it is definitely windy, that's for sure, but it's not super windy. I've seen the Blue Angels fly in more windier conditions than this. So this is easily within their bounds. Wind is not the issue. The issue is the fog, the visibility. That has to be at least 1,000 feet in order for them to safely fly. But as of right now, that seems to be a bit lower. Have you seen anything on your end? No? Yeah. They're still waiting.
Anything?
No, I haven't either. They haven't posted anything. They haven't chatted on the radio or anything.
Nothing, huh? You do like World War II stuff at all, or just jets?
Whatever's on the air show, really.
There's a show in Geneseo about a week and a half after the 4th.
Okay.
Geneseo, New York.
Okay.
They call it the greatest show on turf because it's a grass runway.
Okay.
But behind it is trees and stuff, no buildings. So
Oh.
there's, I want to say, oh, what am I trying? I can't do two things at once anymore.
I feel ya.
But when you shoot pictures of World War II stuff, taking off, landing, and even doing low flybys, it's just all trees behind, no buildings.
Yeah.
You know, it's gorgeous stuff.
That's awesome. I might have to consider it. When is it?
Yeah.
I primarily.
There's the 4th of July, then there's the
Okay.
weekend after that. and
Yeah, because
then
we'll be in
4th is
potentially.
like a Friday.
I'll probably be in Michigan on 4th of July, so it
It's
depends.
the weekend right after that.
All right.
Unfortunately, Rob Holland used to be there every year, and it was great. But
Jeff C. Does anyone see the Coast Guard safety boats? Well, one of them is on right here, and on the left-hand side is a police boat. So yeah, they're all out there. The visibility has definitely dropped a little bit, but they are still out there. This center boat, for those just tuning in, that center boat marks the center of the air show. So that means it helps the planes know where the center of the show is. So there's a little beacon on top of that big boat there. But on the left-hand side of the screen is one out of the many police boats that are out patrolling the waters. And then the one on the right there is a support boat for the range there. Yeah, and they've been drifting to the right or left a little bit. I'm not sure how long their anchor is, but yeah, they've been shifting around a lot. Were you gonna show me?
So yeah, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the backgrounds are gorgeous. For
Yeah.
all the World War II stuff. And,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they do have some pyros.
They did that at Virginia Beach last year. That was great.
Yes.
Yeah. At
And,
Oceana.
they this year they're going to have the F-35
Okay.
and the Growlers.
Oh, cool.
So, no, I'm sorry, not the Growlers, just a regular. I think it's regular F-18.
Okay.
But two, they don't take off from there. But I mean, last year they had the Mustang. But when he does passes like this, you know, you just get nice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
This a lot of World War I stuff.
Yeah, we
That's
saw that
dropping
at
watermelons into the.
yeah, we saw that at
You know.
Oceana and then Stewart. Went to Stewart, Florida.
Yeah.
And last year
But
too.
it's just like the.
What's that?
Are you doing a public stream
Yep.
or something?
Yeah. There you go. If you scan that QR code there, it'll take you right to the stream. Yeah, we stream air shows. We go around and we follow the Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, and all that. So, yeah, we're still standing by. They're still in a weather delay. They're waiting for the ceiling to go up, but we'll see how long they can push.
All right.
So, but as soon as I know something, I'll go.
Do it? Is that
That's the plan. It's still on as of now, but like I said, it could change. It just depends on the weather. So,
So if it.
like the lightning and stuff? I figured that was why they canceled yesterday.
yesterday was because of the fog. Yeah.
Oh,
So they're having the same somewhat issue today. But it's not raining heavily this time though, so.
If they cancel, do you pack up?
If they cancel, probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm right up on the porch right there, so
Okay.
I keep an eye on. So if you start packing up, I know it's over. Okay. But,
Well, you can keep watching the stream too, and we'll relay the updates on there as well.
Cool.
Yes.
No, okay. No, but it's a great show if you like, you know, World War II type stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff there this year. Look it up. I mean, it's on, you know, Malavia or any of those. It's
Mhm.
Geneseo, New York in July. And it's a wonderful show for photographs with the grass runway. Wonderful show.
That's awesome, yeah. Planes are cool. Yes, this is live right now. We're in a weather delay. But yes, this is live. We are currently live at Ocean City. In fact, I'll wave. Hello. Planes are cool. We're live. Right here. Cool 15, do you think they could reschedule if it gets canceled? Unfortunately, no. So if they don't get the show underway today, then that might be it. As sad as that sounds, Blue Angels have a busy schedule this year, so unfortunately, now when it comes to the other performers, I'm not sure, but this event usually takes years to plan. And you know, there's airspace closures they have to consider, there's water closures, there's also road closures downtown. So all of that has to be pre-planned. So essentially, if they don't get flying today, that might be it for Ocean City this year. As unfortunate as that sounds. But hey, you know, keep subscribed to the channel. We go around to as many air shows as we can. We follow the Blue Angels all around. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to see the Thunderbirds next week in Dayton, Ohio. And then on Sunday, we'll see the Blue Angels up in Belleville, Michigan. In fact, I'll share that schedule with you now here. So we're at Ocean City now. We'll go to Dayton, Ohio on the 21st, Belleville, Michigan on the 22nd, so we got back-to-back air shows next weekend. Battle Creek in July, potentially Pensacola. We even got Gary, Indiana, definitely Chicago Air and Water Show in August. Our homecoming show, Columbus, Ohio on the 23rd, Cleveland on the 30th, Oceana on September 20th. We'll go over to Georgia on October, and then we'll wrap things up in Florida in November. Point-to-point fan, yes, there are Nightbot commands. There's not a lot of them though. I need to make some though. vortex. It's a shame. Slightly higher ceilings continue to hang over southwest. Thought there was a shot a little while ago, yeah. Yeah, nobody can predict the weather. As unfortunate as this sounds, you know, we can't control the weather, and the safety of the pilots is the #1 top priority. And if they deem it not safe enough to fly, they won't do it. Plus, I mean, are we going to be able to see them? Like, are we going to be able to see them? I don't know. Just a reminder, I do have the radio up, so if we hear any chatter, you'll hear it here. I have not heard any chatter from the Blue Angels yet. So it's 1:30 now. We're still in a weather delay at this time. Christine, welcome. And thanks to everybody tuning in. I know this stream hasn't been very interesting, to say the least, but you know, we're holding hopes that the visibility here will clear in time for the show today. Caesar, who's that guy? I don't know who that is. Some photographer in friggin' Starbase, I think? I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. So we're still in a weather delay. I can show you around. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. So for those who are just tuning in, yesterday they actually did manage to get some of the show underway. Not a lot of it, but here's a clip from yesterday. Let me get it pulled up here. This was yesterday. I didn't realize you guys could not hear me. Yeah, so the weather cleared up very slightly yesterday to get some of the show going, but not all of it. Here, I'll show you another clip here from yesterday. So yeah, this here was from yesterday from the parachute team. So that was cool to see.
T-38 flight, airboss out of here.
know, I need to make commands. Caesar, hopefully the sound's fixed. Yeah, you probably won't hear the sound from the clip there. I can only do so much out on the beach. Lastly, from yesterday, we had the B-52 bomber that flew by. That was pretty cool to see, as they found a gap in the weather yesterday to do it. I'll show you that now. This was also yesterday. Nightbot says I need a cookie. Yes, I do. So nice view there from the B-52 bomber flyover. Show you around of the people that are here. Like I said, it's a beautiful place here. I really do like Ocean City. It's just the weather hasn't been fantastic. Yeah, the water's a little rough. Yeah, Christine, this is Ocean City, Maryland. The Delmarva coast, right? Yeah, here's a good look at the Atlantic Ocean directly in front of us. They've reached high tide earlier, so the tide's actually going out. Hopefully. Nope. Well, we don't know yet. I'm trying to see if I hear anything from the air show. I think last I heard was like 550. Thousand. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. We'll see. Point-to-point fan. Yeah, it does look nice to swim. I mean, it's a little rough. The water is definitely a little rough. These guys are surfing. Surf's up, boys. Eastern seaboard looking at you. Yes, the UK is way that way. It is way that way. I'm looking at you from, I don't know, however many thousands of miles it is. I have no idea. Yeah, the visibility there on the left doesn't look too amazing right now. Nice, Shannon. I would show the wallop stream, but, you know, that's subject to copyright problems, so I don't want to do that. If I had permission, I would show it. Yeah, so just kind of looking here, the ceiling here, I don't know about you guys, but it does look like it's gotten a little worse. At least the visibility to our boat here. So the ceiling is not fantastic or favorable right now for a performance, but we're still standing by as we're continuing this weather delay. I think this is the first weather delay we've done out of all the air shows we've done. I don't think I've ever had to use the weather delay banner. Maybe I should get a famous one, like instead of just typing out, you know, weather delay, maybe I should have Trish, who does our amazing graphics, do me a weather delay graphic. I never thought of that. So, uh-oh, Christine, what happened? What did Nightbot do? Oh. Sorry about that, Christine. Maybe Nightbot got a little mad for some reason. Apologies about that. So taking a well, that's good to know.
But they did get their food to go.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was call ahead.
And it was call ahead. That's awesome.
They had like a van and it was
The Blue Angels were doing eating some food there. We don't know yet. The ceiling's still too low. Yeah, but we're holding. They're still holding. Open. No problem. No sound? Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Audio's working on my end. Maybe it was the scene I was on. Okay, cool. All right, so the update right now is there is currently no new update. We are still in a weather delay due to low clouds. As you can see there off in the distance on this shot, one of the buildings there is covered in fog there. And then the It's a little foggy over here as well. And it's a little foggy here with our view of the boat as well. Yeah, we're still in a weather delay. That is the update. What's up?
Thanks.
Hey.
Still waiting.
What the heck, man? It's not any better. At least it's not pouring down rain.
Yeah.
I'll take that. But yeah, I know it's actually gotten worse in the last hour. So now you can't see that building. Yeah, so you can't see almost the rides now. Yep.
And the wind shifted, it's blowing this way now.
Yeah, so it's probably nowadays. Yeah, so that's probably why it's getting a little worse over here. Because there's a front boundary that is just stalled to the northeast, and the wind is blowing all that fog down here. Because if you go like 10 miles to the north, it's clear as day. But all that boundary is just blowing all that fog right here. We'll see. They got the airspace closes at 5, but they technically have till 4 because the Blue Angels require about an hour to get ready. So I haven't heard any chatter on the radio, and they've been dead silent. They haven't posted anything on their Facebook or anything. Like they've just been dead silent. So, yep. Still on the way. All right, bomber, bomber. Oh, no sound on flight radar. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know what happened. I will fix that. Okay. That should be fixed now. Sorry for that. Oh, now I got 2. Oops. Got 2 audios going. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so visibility is dropping quite a bit here. Look at this. Starting to lose view of the Holiday Inn here to our west, or to our north. I don't know why I keep saying west. Cool videos from a cool guy. The air show has not started. No, it has not started yet. In fact, I'll pin this in chat here. Yeah, the visibility here is just not great. This is preventing the planes from flying. still hoping. We're still hoping. They still got plenty of time to conduct the show. But if you're just tuning in, we're in a weather delay currently due to very, very low visibility. Appreciate your patience. God, I hate to say it, but I can hardly see the amusement park rides now. Yeah, still no updates. That's right, Andrew. Safety first. But what I can tell you is they're still trying. They have not canceled this yet. They're still trying. Getting some reports that the Blue Angels might start talking here shortly.
Winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves around 2 feet.
Don't mind me. Just making sure my radio is still working. It is. Yeah, cool videos, guy. Yeah, low shows are pretty cool. Like, despite they might sound disappointing, low and flat shows are actually quite interesting because theoretically they're closer to you. Like they're a lot closer to the ground, which means they're closer to you, which means you get a lot more sneak passes. So low shows, flat shows have their sort of positivities as well versus, you know, the high show. Because the high show, yeah, they're up there doing their flips and stuff, but they're a lot further away and less, you know, low sneak passes. But, you know, each show has its positives and negatives, right? Well, honestly, I don't even think there's a negative to anything. I think a low and flat show is better than no show, right? Yeah, the ceiling has dropped a little bit again here. Fort Max, meteorology there. Yeah, all the dry air is down at Virginia Beach right now, so I guess if the air show was in Virginia Beach, we'd be fine. But the dry air isn't going to get here till probably this evening, and that would be a little too late. But that's okay. You know, we're still holding hopes here. Some forecast models say other things. But we're going to stay live until we hear anything else otherwise, because it would be kind of silly for me to end the stream and then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go anyway, and it's like, okay, well, why did I end the stream? So we're gonna stay live, and if you're wondering any updates, we will pass them along to you as soon as we get them. You know, we are dorks. We're nerds. We love planes. We love planes. So it's okay to be a nerd. But appreciate you watching. All right, I tell you what, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to sit down because I've been standing here for a while. So, therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Let me, before I do that, let me double check one last time for any updates. Yeah, I have not seen any updates on Airshow Official. Yeah, the last update we've received is the show is on hold, waiting for the clouds to lift. That is the last update we have received. But yeah, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll keep chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, Mother Nature, sometimes she gets us. But there's still a chance. We still have a chance, but we're going to stay live until otherwise. And as soon as we get any official word, you'll either hear it first on the radio here on this stream. We do have a radio hooked up, so as soon as you hear the chatter, you will hear it. If not, I will pass along any other new updates that I receive as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will be back shortly. So enjoy the views of foggy Ocean City, Maryland, and I'll be back soon. How's it going?
You work with the air show?
I'm not with the air show, but I stream the air show.
Oh, you do? All right, right on. Just do your own thing?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, with the ceilings just way too low.
Yeah, is that what it is right now? That's I work up at the Riptide Pool Bar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But I just got caught early because they're not flying yet, so everything's slowed down. So
Yeah.
Do you get any word from anything, or just that's just?
So I have communications radio with this, so I can listen into what they're saying. That they haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't heard anything yet.
It's just tuning.
It's gotten lower.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's my card if you want to watch the stream. And the future streams we do as well.
Oh, right on.
So
Thanks, dude.
yeah, so I got 2 tracking cameras there with a joystick to track the planes,
Yes.
and then a static camera over there. So and then I switched the scenes around and all that. So
Yeah, that's sick.
yeah,
And
it's
you're,
awesome.
You'll be like live. Oh, you're live streaming too. Hell
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet. So then, all right, I'll just be checking you out.
That's
Thanks,
it.
man.
Of course. right now they're still holding. They got some time too. They still have like an hour and a half of like window left, an hour and a half to 2 hours to get the show underway. At least for the Blue Angels, that is. But since we're already approaching 2 o'clock, you know, the other smaller performers, I'm not sure.
They should have started, right?
Well, should have started 2 hours ago. Like Blue Angels would be in the air. Like, well, they'd be flying over us right now. Like we'd be in the Blue Angels segment if things went on time.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, the ceiling's just way too low.
I was checking. What are you doing with this stuff?
So I stream air shows.
You stream air shows, okay?
Yep. So we go around. We follow the Blue Angels around. We stream a bunch of air shows. So we're in Ocean City this week, and then we'll be at Dayton next week.
The cameras are tracking?
Yeah, I track them with my joystick right here.
Okay, so you're tracking.
Yeah.
The cameras
Yeah.
are,
Not auto. I wish. I wish.
The cameras are.
That would be funny. But here's my business card.
Oh yeah, thank
So
you.
if you scan that QR code, you can watch this stream or future ones that we do, or past ones. So, but yeah, so we're just kind of standing by. But I have a radio here listening into their
I
communications.
could see that.
So we're just kind of standing by,
Yeah.
see what we can hear, or hear what we can hear, I guess.
Exactly. I will see, but I'm not too optimistic.
We'll see.
What's
I'm going to keep my hopes up until they tell me otherwise.
Same. The cameras are relatively wide angle, or you have some.
So I can zoom them in. So they're zoom.
Okay.
That white one there is a wide angle cam. The other, all of these 2 and that one over there are all zoom in PTZ cameras.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Thank you.
Of course. Hope you see it. Have a good one. Correct, Andy, other than some weather check.
I want to try to get little past flying and then
Visibility has definitely dropped. they still have 2 hours to, window-wise for the Blue Angels. So, we'll see. Well, since you're here, I'm gonna go run to the truck and grab another cord. Are you okay to hang out for a little bit?
Yeah, I was gonna pack up. So
Oh,
yeah,
cool. I'll be back in like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
My truck is right here, so appreciate you. Alright, everybody. If you can hear me, I do have a small update for you. It's rather good news, actually, despite the views. They have until 5 p.m. today to fly for the air show. So it's currently 2:16. We got plenty of time. So despite the weather slightly deteriorating a little bit more here, they still have plenty of time to conduct the air show. So again, if you're just tuning in, the air show has received permission from the FAA to fly until 5 p.m. Now, obviously, I hope we're not waiting around until then. But, just to give you an update, the window goes until 5 p.m. today. So there's still hope. So thanks for tuning in. Really sorry for the suboptimal weather here. You know, we can't win. It is starting to sprinkle just a little bit, so I don't know if I'm gonna put my umbrella up yet. I'm thinking about it. And if it gets really bad, I'll have to start tarping some cameras. But I think we're gonna be okay for now. But yeah, so the update is they have received permission from the FAA to fly until 5 o'clock today. But as of right now, the weather delay continues. So thanks for tuning in, and keep checking back in. I'm gonna hop off the mic here, and I'll come back with any more updates.
Traffic, 0220.
Okay, so we have received another update. I just got this text. If you guys can hear me, by the way. So, the last update that I've received is they will make a decision by 3:30 this afternoon to continue the show or not. So that is about an hour from now. They will make the final determination at 3:30 this afternoon. So it's 2:33 right now. They have about an hour. They're going to wait another hour to see if conditions will improve. If not, they have until 3:30 to make the decision to fly or not. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, as we're continuing this weather delay due to fog and low ceiling. Thanks for being there, subscribing. It really makes a difference. But like I said, they have until 3:30 is what the Air Boss has decided. They will make the decision. The Air Boss is right there on your screen, as you can see. That is the main stage, followed by where the all of the people making the decisions are right there on your screen. But yes, so 3:30 this afternoon is the final call to fly or not. So we still got an hour. There's still hope. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to sit back down and I'll be back on comms if I hear anything else. So the, sorry, just a second here, let me pin this. Okay, they will make the final call at 3:30. So they're going to give it one more hour, and then they'll make the final call at 3:30 to continue or cancel.
So if they go at 3:30, how long are they going to fly till?
I don't know. They have the airspace till 5. So I guess they'll squeeze in as much as they can between 3:30 and 5. Now, what will they squeeze in? I don't know.
traffic for people clear 025.
Sorry. was tracking planes, but now I'm tracking birds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're waiting on the air show official decision.
They still have it. I thought that they canceled.
Not yet. But we're here. We stream air shows. We follow the Blue Angels around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's your business. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun though.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah, it's self-funded myself, so. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hard if you want to watch future streams or past streams. Yeah. So we'll be live next weekend. We'll be at Michigan for the next one. I feel ya. Well, enjoy the rest of your vacation. Yeah, this is the final day that they had. So yeah, well, like I said, Blue Angels got to go to Michigan next weekend. So we'll be with the Blue Angels next week. I know, right? If only, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like an hour flight. You too. No, we're here for the air show.
What air show?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Is there supposed to be an air show today? I don't remember.
There's supposed to be one yesterday too, but you know how that one went. Yep. This is, I mean, I've done like, I don't know, I've done like at least 20 air shows. This is probably the first one that canceled on me if this happens.
Well, it's the first time in 15 years coming to this one that it's been canceled. So, I've been coming to this one since they started it in 2010.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I'm originally from Ohio, so we travel with the Blue Angels all around. So,
Nice.
yep, it'll suck, but they're gonna make up their mind at 3:30, so they have 30 minutes left to make the final call. Still got 30 minutes. We can only hope. Let's see.
Yeah, well,
Let's see.
I wasn't expecting the one guy to come by here at 20 feet above the water.
Yeah, he was doing a weather check flyby, so I'm wondering if they'll do that again today. We'll see. I got the Blue Angels radio on, so I'll hear if
Yeah,
they're about to.
I have them on my radio too.
Oh, cool.
Nice. That's the Bearcat, right? Same
Yeah,
one?
it's the unit in Bearcat.
Yeah, that's the same one I got. Yeah.
Yeah, except this is like
Where'd you get that huge ass antenna?
it was like $20 on Amazon.
Really?
I just literally looked up antenna extension because I had this stock one that's like very short, and I wasn't picking up anything, especially for other air shows if I'm farther away.
Yeah, 'cause I've got one I had for my Pro 97,
Okay.
which works with the one I have now.
Yeah.
It comes up to about here.
Yeah. Yeah, that it was $20 on Amazon. I was like, well, I can't beat that, and I
get
can.
more range out.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah. I can hear NASA Wallops from here.
Oh, really? With that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Like as soon as Fat Albert took off yesterday, I heard it. I was like, bam, I knew it. It's the best $20 purchase of my life.
Yeah, there you
And I've
go.
had the radio for like 5 years now, and I'm like, I need a better antenna. And finally pulled the trigger on it, and there it is.
Yeah, I just got mine last year.
Nice.
Like I say, I was carrying the original Pro 97, and that thing.
Yeah.
I got tired of looking that thing around.
Ah, good.
The size
Yeah.
of the record. I was like,
And then you do the same thing for half the size.
What's that?
I said, now you can get this and do the same thing, but half the size.
Exactly. It's a lot lighter.
Yup. But yeah, here's my business card if you want to watch any other future streams we do.
Okay.
So that'll take you right to my channel.
Also, yeah, here
think that's probably one of my favorite shows I've
You
done.
guys do the Blue Angels show in Annapolis?
This year, no. No, I wasn't
Have you
able
done
to.
it past years?
I haven't, no. I want to.
I'll tell you, that's one hell of a Blue Angels show. I've
bet.
been seeing it for 20 plus years, and I never get tired of it.
I almost didn't make it to this one until I heard high demand for it, and I was like, you know, okay, I'll get to it. Because I do part-time work for NASA as well, where I track their rocket launches, and I was
Nice.
looking at the schedule going, okay, will I make it here? And it worked
Yeah.
out, but to
I
come
keep
see
meaning
nothing.
Yeah. I keep meaning to get down here when they do a launch, but I've yet to make it down.
Yeah, because you can see NASA Wallops launches from here, right? Well, actually, you can see Florida launches depending if the weather's clear. You can see it off in the distance.
Yeah, 'cause I saw one a couple years ago by accident. I was at a baseball game in Willowbrook,
Nice.
which isn't too far, which is west of here, but it was at nighttime and I was going out to put something in the car and I just happened to look up and just saw this white dot moving sideways
Yeah,
across
second
the sky
stage
with
going
a
up.
big tail behind it. And I
Probably
was
a
sitting there
Starlink
thinking,
launch.
like, what the hell is that? And I just kept watching it until it disappeared. And I figured it was probably a rocket, but I wasn't sure
Yeah.
until I got home that night after the game and I looked it up and saw that, yeah, there was a rocket launched that night. Oh, that cool. I finally saw one. I just got to see one more closer. Good luck to you.
Yeah, good. Same to you, man. We'll see.
And 3:30 is,
It's the final call, yeah. We'll find out sooner rather than later.
and it's about, what, 4:03 now?
It's 3:03. Oh, hey. Yeah. Well, it's not automatically, unfortunately. I wish. But no, I track them with this thing right here. So I can move them myself. And the goal is to track the jets as best as I can. Yeah. But, yeah, I think I got you a card, right?
Yeah, I just grabbed it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, but if you watch the previous other streams that I've done, last week was pretty good. Actually, last week had a lot of trees, so I wasn't really happy with the Tennessee view. But oh yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make Jacksonville. That's I might have depends on the NASA schedule because I do some other stuff with NASA. Yeah, so we'll see if I'll make it down there, but that's not till what, November, right? October. Gotcha. Yeah. Where are you guys originally from again? Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, so I guess not. No, we always drove. Not California, that's too far. I can't do that one. Yeah, I've done, so to Florida, to Jacksonville, it's about 12 hours from Columbus. Yeah, and then, well, last year I was already in Florida for something NASA related, and the Stewart, Florida Air Show was happening. These guys weren't even there, the Angels and stuff weren't there, but the only reason I did it is because it had like a lot of F-35s, F-16s, and I was like, you know, I'm here, I'm gonna do it. Both hobby, job, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I can listen into any communications that's happening. No, it's a scanner channel, so they use to communicate between the pilots. But if you watch last week's stream, you'll see when they do the little Delta barrel roll, pilot one is kind of like, and pull, like, 'cause there's, if he's taking the G's. Yeah. Yep. course. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. Of course. Take it easy. Be safe back home. I do as many as I can. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, we are back. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, as we continue this weather delay. Interesting police boat stuff going on right here. They're all activating their sirens. I don't know if you heard that. The wind has picked up a little bit, so apologies if the wind is a little too much. There's a lot of them. Look at this. So it looks like they were just doing a show. All right, well, there you go, guys. You just heard it. Well, that's a bummer. The air show has been canceled for today due to this. All of the police boats are headed back in their respective directions. Yeah, the weather just was too much. So the final call has been made. The air show has been canceled. Oh well. So we watch all of the police officers go back. Yeah, the weather was just too foggy. Well, that's a shame. Oh well, I still had a good time though. Has been canceled due to weather. Thought I'd pin this in chat real quick. Alright, so if you guys are tuning in, the air show has been canceled due to weather. And on the left-hand side of your screen, those are all of the police boats heading back as the range has been opened back up. Well, that's a shame. Oh well. We'll do one more final close up here. But the fog layer is just too much in order to continue today's show. Well, everybody, you heard it. I don't even know if you can hear me. The wind's probably too much, so apologies about that. Yeah, that's a bummer. But before you go, I will show you a clip from Saturday's show, in case you want to see. We did, Saturday's show unfortunately was cut short as well, but we were able to see a lot more compared to what we saw the other day. So here's a clip from yesterday. This was when the one of the fighter jets flew by yesterday, when we had a gap in the weather yesterday that allowed some of the jets to perform yesterday. So that was cool to see. At least I got to film it a little bit with my phone. So we'll show you at least some action. Oh yeah. So that was a clip from yesterday from one of the fighter jets. Here's another clip from yesterday that I thought was pretty cool. This one here, if I set it up correctly. this one here is from the parachute team yesterday. If I can find the... Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to work this. Aha, here it is. So here's a clip from the parachute team from yesterday. So that was the parachute team, and then finally I'll show you, we had a very brief moment with the B-52 bomber plane that went by earlier as well. So I'll show you that as well. Yeah, that was cool. But that's all we saw yesterday. Other than that, it was rain and fog like it is right now. Or down here. So not much better than what it was yesterday. The weather was a little bit better, but then, trust me, like an hour after that clip, it got a lot worse and it was just pouring down rain. So, yeah, that's a shame, guys. I think that's the first time in all the shows we've streamed that one got canceled. That sucks. But I got to thank all the members, all the new members that have joined since then. You guys help me do what I get to do and have fun and do these air shows. It's so much fun. So thanks again. Like RC Horseman earlier gifted some memberships. Stillwind, Flippers was here. I'm sure there's probably somebody I'm missing, but you guys are awesome, and I love getting to do this as something fun. It's fun to do these type of things, but obviously it's not fun when it gets canceled. That's for sure. But Ocean City, despite both shows being canceled, it ended up being really a nice town. I got to check out the boardwalk, and that's the thing with Ocean City. It's famous for its nice boardwalk, and it's quite busy today, especially despite the weather. So if you ever get a chance to come up to Ocean City, I'd do it. Beware, there's a bunch of arcades over by the Ferris wheel area, because those are addicting, let me tell you. I could definitely may or may not confirm I spent probably a good amount of money at an arcade because I wanted to win something so badly, but ended up not winning it. Okay, I only spent like 20 bucks, but still, I could have spent a lot more. That's usually how arcades work, so beware of that. But I think we're gonna go ahead and close things up. I got a lot of stuff to carry around. I'll give you a little behind the scenes tour with this camera that is already live, if I can. Starlink's taking a dip, but that's okay. So here's a look, there's me. Here's a look at the tower cam setup. So that is these two cameras here. That's that setup. Then there's me. So looks like there's a dirt spot on the camera. Yeah. It's probably delayed from the video. But yeah, here's my radio antenna. So this is what I'm listening into the jets on. We didn't hear much chatter today because not a lot happened. And then of course our stationary camera, which is right there. And Starlink on a cart. Like literally, Starlink on a cart. So yeah, but that's a little behind the scenes of our setup here. Too bad the weather didn't work out. It is what it is. Can't help Mother Nature. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and close up the stream. I'm going to start my 8.5-hour drive back home to Columbus, Ohio. A reminder, we got a lot going on next week. We have a doubleheader weekend on the way. So here's a look at our schedule for the doubleheader weekend. So Ocean City is now behind us. June 21st, which is this upcoming Saturday, we will see the United States Air Force Thunderbirds over in Dayton, Ohio for the 50th anniversary air show, the birthplace of aviation. I'm excited for that one. And then the very next day on Sunday, we'll be at Belleville, Michigan to see the Blue Angels once again. And let me tell you, I'm excited about Belleville. We're going to have at least what I think probably the best view we've had out of any air show we've done. Because that one will be on base for at Belleville. So I'm excited for that one. Then Battle Creek on July, Pensacola probably a stretch, Gary, Indiana on August 9th, and then the Chicago Air and Water Show on the 16th, and then our homecoming show, Columbus, Ohio on the 23rd, Cleveland on August 30th, Oceana on September 20th, that one's my favorite, down at Virginia Beach, Rome, Georgia, and then we'll close up the season in Florida. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and close up. So thank you everybody and new subscribers that joined the channel for the first time. I know it's not the outcome we wanted. I got to give a shout out to the air show staff that have tried every single ounce and oomph of moment they could to try and get these planes in the air. The amount of coordination that goes behind the scenes on these shows are absolutely, they're absolutely hysterical, and can't do it without them getting these shows. It's a shame Ocean City didn't work out this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but I'm sure they will be back more than ever. So thanks to all the staff that put this show together. But if you're still in Ocean City and you're still here for a couple of days, enjoy the boardwalk. Food, drinks, there's so much to do. I've been here since Friday, and I've done a lot. All right, well, we're going to close it up. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next weekend for a double-header weekend. We'll be at the Dayton Air Show on Saturday, and then Belleville on Sunday. So, double-header weekend this upcoming Saturday. Until then, we're going to drive 8 hours home. Members, look out, probably tomorrow I'll post the full unedited driving video for those who really like that. I'll be posting that sometime tomorrow for members. But in the meantime, have yourselves a good one. Be excellent to each other. It sucks the show got canceled today, but hopefully we'll redeem ourselves next weekend. Until then, so long from Ocean City. Bye-bye, everybody. And I'll send you over to the 24/7 bird cam stream, which is live on the channel 24/7. If you love nature, you love birds, or maybe you know somebody who does, share that stream with them. And I'll be sending you guys over there so you can watch birds 24/7 on the channel. See you next weekend.